It's Cup of Joe Live. With Jimmy, the Astute Tourist. Featuring the Wally Grimshaw Orchestra. The best sip of the day. With special guest Trouser Cat and the Ford Man, Kenneth Oakes. This day in history in your weather. Here's Jimmy.
Good morning, everybody. It is, in fact, Friday morning, or as Sean would say, Friday morning, and I'm joined here, as always, by the Cup of Joe morning crew. We got Denise from Bone Tired Travelers and our captain for the day, Captain Controversy himself, Scott Wolling. Good morning, Scott and Denise. How are you guys?
Good. Considering.
Good. Well, awesome. They're wide awake after Thirsty Thursday. I'm surprised, but good to see you guys. Good to see you all in the chat. We got 9 in right now, and I'm sure they'll be trickling in as they go. But thanks for joining us. It is, in fact, Cup of Joe Live Friday morning edition, and welcome in. We got lots to talk about, I think, today. We got another new feature as I'm trying to do some things before I go away and for my hiatus. But you guys are doing well. Thirsty Thursday went well. You guys start too late for me, so I'm usually in bed by that time. So yeah, good.
The real Genius ads. You need to go back and watch those, Jimmy.
Yeah, they're the best. I'll have to go and I'll give you some team replay a little later. But good morning to everybody in the chat. It's good to see you. I hope you've had a good week. We are ushering in the weekend, as we say. I hope you've had a decent week. I know I have. My days couldn't be better. I get stronger and stronger every day, and my attitude is always positive. And it's a good day. It's a good day for all of us, and a good day for America as well. So, welcoming Jimmy, the Wally Grimshaw Orchestra, Trouser Cat, Kenny, and all. Awesome. Kenny is still convalescing. I know he's had a couple setbacks, but he's doing okay. Pardon me, and he'll join us when he's all better. He'll probably be better before me. I'll be going back in the hospital. Kenny will be getting out, so he'll have to carry on the torch while I'm away. But why don't we go right over and say good morning to some folks in the chat. My mother was the first one in here. Good morning, Mom. She's got her koala bear there. It's good to see you. I hope all is well. Did you get some sleep, Mom? I hope so. I hope you did. Joe Hupp is here as well. Good day to you, mate.
And I just want to say happy Mother's Day to your mom, too, because I know we won't have a morning show over the weekend, but happy Mother's Day, Nancy.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day, Mom. You should be getting something in the mail today as well. So look for that. I believe it's going to be delivered today, so that's for you. Like I said, Scott's here. Joe has been a member for 19 months. Joe, that's awesome. I can't believe it. Where does the time go, buddy? But thank you. Thank you for that. And I always, man, I'll tell you, this neuropathy thing is just hurting me today. I'll be squirming in my chair for the good part of the show. But so if you see me bouncing around, that's the reason why. Scotty Too High, Lone Cross Scotty is here. Good morning, my friend. My neighbor to the south. Good morning to you, and thanks for joining us. Look who's here as well. He's been a member for a year now. Thank you so much. Wait, what? I'm actually up for this? Surprise. Good morning, Ross. Good to see you. Where's Captain Coco this morning? Is she still sleeping? I'm sure she is. But thanks for coming in, brother. It's good to see you. We don't get to see you this early in the morning. Gulf Coast Granny is here as well. She's coming over from Denise or Scott's side, somebody's side.
She's on mine.
From Denise's side, good. There you go.
She's from the coast. She lives on the Gulf
Right.
Coast. She's who you need to talk to.
Yes. What was the name of that town I mentioned?
Ocean Springs, was it? Or
Ocean
Long Beach?
Springs.
I think it was
No, it was Ocean Springs.
Yeah. Very
Colleen
cool
and I
little
were
town.
looking at videos of the 10 best places to retire in the U.S. and Gulfs. Ocean Springs was one of them. And I looked at it and I'm like, damn, I may have to move there. We're definitely going to take a fact-finding trip there when I get better.
Cool.
It looks beautiful. So
It is. It's a pretty town.
and one thing I looked up about Mississippi, they're a concealed carry, no permit concealed carry state. So that's important to me because I am a gun owner in New Hampshire.
Yeah. I have my application to renew my concealed carry ready because it expires this year. I get the license so that I can go across state lines.
Right. A lot of people here in the state get theirs as well. I used to have my permit as well, but since they revoked the permit thing and it's a no permit concealed carry. And when we travel in the RV, not to give away stuff, but just don't come knocking on my door and expect any ill because you'll get a big surprise. And we're allowed to do that because an RV is considered your home.
Yep, we have the castle doctrine here too.
It's not like a car, so I can carry certain protection with me. So, but Mississippi,
even your car, even your car in Mississippi is considered an extension of your home.
We can in the state, but it's not considered your home. And if I'm surrounded by, let's just say I'm surrounded by not so friendly states: Vermont, Massachusetts, New York.
Yeah.
If I get caught transporting over the state line, I can get in big doo-doo. So we don't want that.
Especially New York. I know New York is real picky about that.
They're very strict. They're looking to change some of the laws there. I know they got some politicians, but they've been a staunch liberal state. So probably not going to see that for a while. But Denise is here as well.
Yeah, my grandbaby's having tubes in his ears today.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Both my kids had them. It's a pretty routine thing, but yeah, it's not good when the babies aren't feeling good. But Russell's Captain Coco is out cold, so is Donna. That's what I figured. Hey, look who is here.
Hey, Lego.
There you go. Yeah, right on. Happy Mom's Day to Dee Dee. Also, good morning, all. It's good to see you. Double A is here. Good morning, Aaron. It's good to see you, my friend. Let's see. Russ says, Ocean Springs. Why does that sound like bottled water?
Bottled water.
Right? Granny says, Ocean Springs, very nice. Too crowded for me, but lots to do there. I'm sure it is, being right on the coast and all that. Good afternoon, Pete. He is here with us as well. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Congratulations. Oh, that's right. We have a new Pope, Pope Leo the 14th, aka Robert Francis Prevost. He's the first American Pope ever in the history of the papal, or however you say it, papal. But good for him, and God bless him, and I hope he does a great job. I'm sure he will. Granny says also, out of state, our state tax has been abolished, Denise. Where's the revenue going to come from? I'm sure it'll come from other things.
They cut out our income tax.
They'll find ways to do it through. Do you guys have? We do have
the highest taxes on groceries in the country.
Is that right? Yikes.
Yep.
What about? Geez, my brain doesn't work very well these days. But do you have? When you're traveling on the road, do you have to pay sometimes?
Like tolls? We don't have.
Yeah, tolls. Thank you. Yeah, we have them here in the state. We have one toll. Massachusetts, they tax you for everything down there. They call it Taxachusetts. But yeah, there you go for their Taxachusetts. It's awful. It's the United Socialist state of Massachusetts down there. They're awful.
But they got the best cancer center in the country.
They really do. Thank God for that. And I know firsthand. John Gaylor is in. Good morning, John. He says, New York sucks. Yeah, I've heard that. Ross is saying hello to Eduardo. Joe says in Australia, we need to be licensed and we also need to keep our firearms and ammunition kept locked up securely and separately. Yeah, that's why I won't move to Australia, because you guys have some really crazy, weird laws down there.
Yeah.
Nice place to visit, I'm sure, but I wouldn't want to live there. No, thanks. And they got things, little tiny things that could bite you and kill you like that.
Exactly. I want to shoot them spiders. What you talking about?
We have it in the United States, but not like you guys have it. There's all kinds of creepy crawlies down there that are just waiting to take your life. So there you go. Granny says, I live 45 minutes away in Long Beach. It's not crowded and everything is close. Well, I
love Long Beach
too.
Love Long Beach.
Joe says, and with our firearms licenses, we also need to be correctly categorized for the firearm we own. Of course, and I bet they have to, they got to make sure that they double and triple your name and log you in and everything. So I live in the live free or die state, so which is a great place to be. Living in this part of the country, the birthplace of America, we still maintain most of our rights here. Again, we got the socialist state below us in Vermont, Bernieville over there, but I won't get on my soapbox. Exactly. So Florida's 2 hours away. New Orleans is an hour away. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah. Good place to be. Aaron says best cancer center in the country, but how much of that accolade is due to the state? Probably not the state at all. It's due to I'm sure, to the Dana-Farber and Brigham and Women's and the like, the doctors. Not that I'm being biased, I guess, but I'm being told that the doctors that I have are the best. They are the best oncologists and cancer surgeons there. So I couldn't be in better hands, and I'm glad to be this close to them. So. Granny says, honestly, I think the coast of Mississippi is the country's best kept secret. I bet. You still don't have New England lobster there, though. So that's one thing I'll miss. And Denise is a great
They got tiny little lobsters down there. I think they call them crayfish. Crawfish. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, crawfish, crayfish, crawdads.
Yeah.
Scotty says, yes, our hospitals are good, and that is for damn sure, brother. They are. All right. Well, good morning, everybody. I'm glad you're joining us here today, and we got to do this.
Wake up.
Good morning.
Damn good coffee. And hot. Today's gonna be good. Gonna find my way.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Today's gonna be good, no matter what they say.
You betcha, sweet Fanny. Today is going to be a good day, no matter what they say, as long as we got our favorite and best sip of the day. Coffee does make you poop, doesn't it?
Hear, hear.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Best sip of the day.
Hi, I'm Jimmy's logo mug man. You can't see
there he is. That's G.I. Joe right there. G.I. Joe enjoying his cup in his mess kit cup, his metal cup.
Okay.
He is.
Scott is.
Yeah, that's who he is. He's G.I. Joe. He's the symbol of. Well, the reason why they call it Cup O Joe is, I think I've told the story, but I think it was right after World War I. So prior to World War II, they used to ration the military. They rationed them rum, just like we've heard in the Navy and that. And when the new admiral came in, his name was Joseph something. He took away the rum rations, and he told them, "You're gonna drink coffee instead." So the guys nicknamed the coffee Cup of Joe. Instead of getting a cup of rum, we're gonna go get a cup of Joe, and that's how it stuck. So that's coffee's nickname. That's the story anyway. And what's that?
But why is all the rum gone?
I don't know. I think because Scott and Denise drank it all last night.
Let's see.
Oh, still a little left in there, right?
A little left. No, last night was a wine night. This is what's left out of a bottle.
All right, I dare you to drink
Doing
this.
there, Denise.
Guzzle it, guzzle, guzzle, guzzle.
No,
She's like,
no
yeah.
chug, no chug. No. Ugh.
Oh, crawfish etouffee. So when I was in, speaking of
Yeah.
that, Granny, when I was every time I go to New Orleans, I make sure that I get crawfish etouffee. I just love it. In fact,
And gumbo and jambalaya and all that good
I
stuff.
came home and I found a recipe and I actually made it when I came home. It's so good. Yeah, real good stuff. So I enjoy the Southern cooking. Absolutely. John Gaylor says the lobsters down south don't have them big sweet claws. No, they do not. They got a very bland tail on them. I suppose if you're not really used to New England lobster, I'm sure it tastes fine. But John, for guys like us that live up here, yeah, it's not the same. So Aaron says, and now we need the old NBC Star graphic of the more you know, right? That's right. Yeah, the more you know. Or what was it? I remember
Thank you, Double A.
the kids were watching the G.I. Joe cartoons, and it was Yo Joe, and they would say, "Hey kids, don't talk to strangers in the park," and then it was knowing is half the battle. There you go. Muffaletta,
Okay.
right? Yeah,
muffaletta. It's an interesting sandwich. Very.
Yep,
And it's massive.
I've had some. They make them up here as well, but I did have one where there's a restaurant in New Orleans. I can't remember the name, but we've been there a couple of times. Really good, and that I've had a muffaletta there.
Yeah, I like
it's got the
better,
it's got the like the olive remoulade on it and stuff. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, so good. All right, there you go.
Tell my stomach to hush.
Right. I was telling Denise before we came up last night. We had sloppy joes for supper.
Oh,
it's been a while since I had those, but so good. Oh my gosh! I put a piece of American cheese on it. It was
always
real good.
And a little slap of mayonnaise, just a little slap of mayonnaise.
Oh, I haven't tried it with mayo. That sounds good.
Yeah, just a little bit. Doesn't take much. It kind of sweetens it a little bit.
Good. All right. Awesome. Well, that's good. We need to do this. We got a few things to do, so let's do this. Weather Watch Now is the portion of the show where we do the weather where you are, where we are, and all points around the world. We'll check into some of the corners of the world and see what the weather is like where you are, possibly, and where we are. Scott looks like he's ready to go. Weather Watch now. Scott, what's the weather like in Scottsdale, Arizona?
Well, the weather in Scottsdale, Arizona is 72 currently right now with a high of 98 today.
Oh my gosh.
Will it get to 98? It will get to 98. Apparently at 3 o'clock, it will get to 98. So we are definitely fastly approaching summer here. So in Arizona, that means you stay indoors for 3 months and you do not go outside unless you need to throw out the trash or go to work. Otherwise,
but it's a dry heat.
I was just going to say that. It's a dry heat. Yeah. Hot is hot. I don't care if it's dry or
my skin says.
I will say that, Jimmy. That humidity on the Gulf Coast will get you down.
Yeah, humidity. As much as I like the heat, it can be oppressive when there's a lot of humidity. We get it up here in the Northeast, the end of July, August, and we get the thunder shower season. It can be really humid up here, but I still like it. It's better than the alternative.
Absolutely.
And so Denise, what's it like down in MISSI, PPI?
61 degrees, feels like 62. Today we got low clouds, some sun with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm this afternoon with a high of 77. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a couple of showers and 61 degrees. We're already in that summer pattern of it might rain this afternoon, but it might not.
Yeah, we've had rain up here. We've had a couple sunny days this week in between all the rain. But we've got nothing but rain here. It's currently in the greater New England area, southern New Hampshire. It's 49 degrees. Feels like 39 currently. It looks like today we got a 90% chance of rain. The high is going to be 55 degrees with more of the same. Yeah, this is the coldest day of the week. Tomorrow we get 95% chance of rain, 61. It looks like Sunday and Monday are going to probably be our two warmest days and sun. So, and then guess what? Next week is all rain according to this. So, yay for us. It's been nothing but rain. I hope it's not one of those years where we get nothing but rain. We had a summer one time where we really didn't have summer. All it did was rain for us. So there you go. There's the wonder map to show you what. Yeah, that's what's over us right now. Well, sort of over us. My map's not working. So what's going on? I may have to, let me see if I can redo the map because it's not cooperating. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you can see that's right now it's not raining, but this is all heading right for us. And that last night we had some nasty thunder. I didn't see any lightning, but it was some real loud shake the windows kind of thunder. So shake the windows. Make our way down the eastern seaboard. You can see there is a lot of moisture. It's affecting some of the southern states as well, North Carolina, South Carolina. It's just making its way out of Virginia. I'm sure this is moisture that you guys had, or it came out of the Gulf and made its way north. As we go down to Georgia, it looks like Eddie and Sharon and them are doing pretty good. They're probably going to have a decent day today. My mother is looking good down in Florida. I know she said what the temperature was, I think 68. It's going to be in the 80s today. My favorite place in the country is Florida for sure, especially the West Coast. I could just prop myself under a palm tree with a nice cold drink and put my toes in the sand and keep it that way. There is unsettled weather making its way towards Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, coming out of the Gulf of America. And looks like they were getting in out of Mexico and points of South Texas, making its way out. So hopefully you guys won't get too nasty weather out of that. Like Scott said, it's going to be hot and dry out there in Arizona, and it looks like Southern California have more of the same. I call it Arizona because my aunt used to live in Scottsdale, and that's what she called it, living in Arizona. So, yeah. So we'll make our way down under to our friends there, Sean and Joe and them, and they're making their way into the autumn. Their summer has come and gone. I know in Tasmania around Burnie the other day, Jonesy put out a video and they had a little bit of rain down there, but the weather looks pretty settled and clear there.
I wonder if they drink pumpkin beer in the fall. Joe, do you guys drink pumpkin beer? Is that a thing, or is that just like an American thing? Like all the Americans go to pumpkin everything, Dunkin's, and like all the girls go crazy, and then the guys are like, "Oh, pumpkin beer!" Like, is that like a thing, Joe, or you guys just like laugh at the Americans, like, "Oh, the pumpkin craze, the Americans"?
That's a good question. It was like the Outback commercial. I thought that was like a American stereotype where it was Aussie, 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 oi, 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 but apparently they say that there, so. I was feeling bad,
Jimmy. If you want to see it later, I have it. I downloaded the file, so I have it.
Did you? Yeah. But I was feeling bad for them. I'm like, well, that's not fair. Us Americans making fun of them. But apparently, I was feeling bad for nothing. So there you go. Our friend Goldie out in Romania, everything looks pretty good there. I've mentioned a couple times in France. I watched that guy who's working on a chateau there, and they've been working with their shirts off and everything. It's like midsummer there for them. So not that I'm looking at guys with their shirts off, but I'm pointing out the fact that it's warm, Denise, and I wasn't looking at their physique.
Not hot.
Gosh, it's so hot. Anyways, out on South End of the Sea, geez, I'm losing my train of thought. Where Pete's at, Colchester and on the eastern seaboard in England. Everything looks pretty good there. I'm sure the weather's good. I hear it does nothing but rain in England, but I know for a fact that the sun does come out there as well. So there you go. That's what's happening with the weather around the world and points where you are. I hope you're having a good day. And no matter what the weather is, make it a good day, because your day is what you make it, right?
Yep.
Joe says the only thing that we have that contains pumpkin is scones. Scones are to Aussie what biscuits are to the Americans. No, we don't call them biscuits. We call them cookies. So a scone is more like a cookie. A biscuit is a bready thing. It's like a little ball of bread. I know in Europe, a biscuit is like a cookie, but we call it cookie. So there you go. And yeah, I mean, I like pumpkin, but come autumn here in the United States, they put pumpkin in everything. For gosh sake, pumpkin coffee and pumpkin beer. Pumpkin. You know, again, I like whiskey flavored whiskey, coffee flavored coffee. There's a reason why the stuff that we have has a flavor to it. Why do you want to change it? There's no reason to change it. But that's just me. That's going to be a new feature here. I'll feature that in a few minutes.
Jimmy, can I share a video file with you?
Yeah, share it up, brother. Let's see it. Aaron says someone posted. I want to go back. Pete says we're having good weather right now. It looks like you're having good weather. Someone posted on my feed once, I believe chips and salsa is more important than pumpkin spice, and I'm going to lose friends over it. I think Colleen would agree with. Well, I was going to say I think Colleen would agree with you, but she does like her pumpkin coffee or whatever. So there you go. Granny says biscuits aren't sweet, and that's for sure, Granny. That's exactly.
I like what
right.
you said above that. Men working without shirts.
Yeah. Right. Oh gosh.
Buddy said it too. Without shirts. Tell me more.
Are you gentlemen hot? Would you like some lemonade?
No, baby, sweet tea down here. Would you like?
Sweet tea. Would you like a glass of sweet tea? Oh boy. Ross says he's allergic to pumpkin. All right, let's do this.
We'll be right back.
Budweiser presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Nudist Colony Activity Coordinator.
Mr. Nudist Colony Activity Coordinator.
Wearing nothing but a whistle and a clipboard, you're living the real American dream. Getting paid to think up fun things to do naked.
Running free.
Sure, there's danger. Vinyl chairs, sunburns, chafage, and lawn darts completely out of the question.
Watch out now.
Your keen instincts tell you to stick to activities that involve lots of bouncing and jiggling. And if that doesn't work, who cares? You're all naked.
It's your birthday.
So this bud's for you, nudie boy. Because we all know when the going gets tough, the tough get naked.
Nudist Colony Activity Coordinator.
Love it. Not a sponsor.
Fantastic.
Scott.
Wait, you missed it.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Outback Steakhouse has a new three-course meal called the Aussie 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 with soup or salad. Any of our 5 bold and flavorful entrees to choose from, and New York-style cheesecake for dessert.
New York? That's not in Australia.
The Aussie Aussie Aussie. Three courses starting at just $16.99. Available at Outback for a limited time.
Call out Aussie, 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 and you'll hear it come out there.
Okay.
Oi, oi, oi.
Sorry about that, Scott. I didn't realize there was more. That's gold. That is gold. I love that, brother.
The part about the bouncing and the jiggling, and that's just whenever part
Right?
goes down on the pole, it's like, yes. It's
When Kurt was doing when they were doing the cruisathon and he was in the dress, I kept thinking about, would you like some sweet tea?
Yo,
In his dress there.
him rubbing his leg. Oh God.
Yeah. Oh, he's
Sean, we love you, Kurt and Sean.
Yeah, absolutely. Granny says, Jimmy is my food soulmate. I don't want junk in my ice cream. One should have to chew ice cream.
What should not have to chew?
Colleen and I were, Granny, we are soulmates because you must have felt the vibe I was giving out. Colleen and I were talking about that the other day. Steak. What are you trying to show us? there,
Marine
Denise?
Friday. I have to wear my Mississippi.
Oh, I thought you were bouncing and jiggling.
That made me laugh.
No, I wasn't.
Throw
But
it
Colleen
like
and I-
shit in her ice cream. Just give her vanilla ice cream. That's it.
Right. Well, it doesn't have to be vanilla. I like flavored ice cream, but when you get the moose tracks and all the crap in there, it's like eating a bowl of grape nuts or something. I don't want that.
But have you
Monkey,
ever
chunky,
had
double monkey?
bluebell pecan pralines and cream?
No. I don't mind a little
it will
bit like
change your
pistachio,
Oh no!
where you get some nuts
this
in
is
it
so
or
decadent.
something. And I'm not going to argue with you guys, but you put a little Jimmy's on top, and that's good. But when you're eating, you got to be from New
Bailey's
England.
on it too.
You guys call them sprinkles from in other parts of the country. They're called Jimmy's. Buddy, back me up, dude. Where's Scotty too? Back me up. They're called Jimmy's. They're not sprinkles. I'll argue that all day long. But yeah, when I get ice cream and I get a spoonful of it, I want the ice cream. I don't need all that crap in there. See, Buddy's agreeing with me. He you don't want to. It's like grape nuts ice cream. Nobody needs that. I don't need carrots in 4x4. 4x4 of my ice cream. That's awesome. Oh my gosh.
Or a post.
Right?
4x4 post.
That's what I'm thinking. There you go. See, Scotty says at Jimmy's. That's exactly right, brother. Buddy says they are in fact called Jimmy's, and it probably has a very racist origin. I don't think it does. Somebody else is bringing up saying that they're racist. Well, it's not. I looked up the story of why they're called Jimmy's, and it's named after some guy or something. So
probably named Jimmy.
Maybe you.
You would think. Maybe. I'm sweet. I'm a sweet guy. Who knows? But
would you like some sweet tea?
Yeah, would you like some sweet tea there? Yankee? Hey, Yankee, would you like some sweet tea?
You come down.
Mom likes maple. Right? Yeah, Mom likes maple walnut. And that's okay, Mom. A couple little bit of some nuts in there is fine. But
Jimmy Bartholomew.
See? There's nothing racist. Somebody else tried to bring me up. We changed the name to Sprinkles because it's racist. I'm like, you're an idiot. They're not. They're not.
The Jimmy
racist.
Fun theory. This theory suggests that the term Jimmy is originated from a fundraiser where a portion of the sales from the sprinkles went to the Jimmy Fund, a charity founded by Dr. Sidney Farber.
Oh.
So Dana-Farber, named after Dana-Farber. In fact, my hospital, Dana-Farber, is on Jimmy Fund Way. The Boston Red Sox are the proud sponsor of the Jimmy Fund. And that's a cancer fundraising group. So there you go. So that's it.
It started in New England, as it say. The name, the exact name, Jimmy's, IES, how Scotty spelled it, IES, remains unclear, but it did originate in New England.
There you go. So you can take your name Sprinkles and you know what you can do with them. All right, so we got a new feature that I came up with. Are you guys ready for this? Let's do this.
One man's opinion.
All right, one man's opinion. I wanted to bring the fact up about hot dogs. Who doesn't love a hot dog? I love a hot dog. I'm sure you all do. They're good on the grill. They're good steamed. The problem I have with hot dogs is when you go to buy them, they come in the package and there's 10 of them in there. There's 10 hot dogs in there. So then you go over to get the buns and the package has how many buns in it? 8 of them. What the hell is up with that? Why can't they get together, the hot dog manufacturers and the bun manufacturers, and add 2 more buns in the bag or take away 2 of the hot dogs? What are you going to do at a barbecue? You get a bag of 8 buns. and you got 10 hot dogs, and then there's 10 loose dogs. Those are the ones that end up all burnt and wrinkly on the grill by the end of the day. And then your drunk uncle picks it up and he starts to eat it or something. So that's my rant. We could call it soapbox or whatever, but there you go. That's the new feature for this week.
One man's opinion.
John
There you
Gavin
go.
said what I was thinking. We have
What
2
did John
dogs.
say?
There's 2 hot dogs
2 for the pets, right?
for the puppies.
Right. Granny says it's a ripoff. That's right. I was thinking that last night. I'm like, what the hell? It's always been a pet peeve of mine. You get 10 hot dogs, but 8 buns. There's some conspiracy somewhere with that. There's got to be. I don't know what it is. I haven't figured it out yet. But if you guys know, let me know. Joe says we have hot dogs in 12. Our dog rolls come in packs of 6. So yeah, you got to buy
bonus buns. 8 plus 2. Give us
right?
the full pack for my wieners.
It still doesn't work if we buy 2 packs of buns, because then you get 16 and you'll have 20 hot dogs.
Yeah,
it just doesn't work. It just does not work. So that's my rant. That's one man's opinion. So we'll feature that a couple times a week if we can. There you go. Hope you like it. Scott, do we have a tip of the week? Or I know we didn't really talk about it, but
sure.
All right. So think about that. We'll do that in a minute. But
just the bumper. The bumper's great. Just
right. Yep. Let's do some news. All right, in the news today, I came across a couple of articles, cruise ship articles, cruising articles. One is, I know Denise and I talked about this. Did you guys hear that Carnival is going to change the way that they do excursions in terms of ticketing? Right now, they do a paper ticket. You know, you go in and you get your ticket and all that. It says where you're going and what time and where you're meeting and all that. But sounds like they're going to try to streamline the guest experience with their excursions, and they're going to get rid of the paper ticket and make it totally digital. I'm not exactly sure. I think they think it's going to speed things up. And Denise, you had a good theory. What did you say when we talked off camera? Oh, we weren't going to talk about that, were we? But I think it's just going to streamline.
Denise
Yeah,
Denise.
look at her. She looks good. Look at her.
Yeah.
No, we weren't going to talk about that, were we?
Okay, but anyway, she didn't have a ticket for the excursion. She refused to leave the boat. It became a whole thing, and so now they decided to go paper free. And we wondered if that might have kind of helped bump them over the edge of doing that. Like maybe they were thinking about doing it, and then this happened. And yeah, because if she had the excursion and they didn't give her it, oh, it's gonna be, and I bet it is, because Carnival actually came back, refunded her excursion money, and apologized. So
so she actually did pay for it, huh? And they accosted her.
Yeah, they refunded her money for the excursion.
Oh golly!
But she didn't have a ticket. They never gave her a
ticket. But that's partly her fault. She should have had her ticket with her too. I mean, for God's sake. When you leave, the cruise ship too, take your passport. Yeah. Remember, you're going to other countries. Some people don't take their passport, and I've heard stories where people have gotten arrested and they couldn't get back on the ship. It's crazy.
Tip of the week.
Yeah, there is one tip, right? Right, Scott? So, the other story I wanted to talk about was on MSC. Apparently, I think it was Tuesday morning, May 6th. The British police, they've launched an investigation after a 60-year-old man passed away following an altercation aboard the MSC Virtuosa over the weekend. The incident reportedly happened shortly after departure from Southampton, where the ship had to return to dock. 3 hours later, a 57-year-old man from South England was arrested on suspicion of murder. What in the hell is going on with cruising and cruise ships? They're fighting in Galveston. They're fighting on the ships where off the coast of Texas, where they got to turn around 3 hours out to sea, turn around and dump everybody off. What is the matter with people? Murder is that's the extreme. That is the extreme.
Either, I'm sure.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
What is going on? We like we said on Wednesday, I think, cruising is happy, man. I'm always in a good mood. It, the endorphins are coming out and you're like psyched and it's like, yeah, we're on vacation, right? And think about it, 7 days before, right? KMA territory, it's already kicking in. So what the hell are these people? Why are they so angry? I just don't understand. But so there you go. That's some.
Why can't we all just get along?
Exactly. Billy's here. Good morning, Billy. It's good to see you. Yeah, shortly after departure. So they were at the sail away party up on the Lido.
Oh gosh.
I'm guessing, but what the hell happened? Hey, that was my hamburger. Oh no, it wasn't. That mine had pickles on it. And gosh, I just don't understand. Doesn't matter when they say there's a problem and you must get off or out. Do it. You can always argue it out later, right, John? Yeah. Talking about the woman.
This woman was not getting off that boat. They had to physically and carry her off the boat.
And let me tell you, it took 2 or 3 guys to take her off. Not picking on her, but she was a big girl. Yeah, she was a big girl. Had some crawfish last night. The Northern Louisiana definitely can cook crawfish like ones down south. They use too much salt, or they can't cook it. Too much salt, and the seasoning is different. And that's one man's opinion there. Well, all right. Well, let's do our cruise tip of the week. Do I even have the bumper? I don't have the bumper, Scott. I don't
Bring
have
your
the bumper.
passport with you off the ship.
All right, go ahead and give your tip because I don't have the bumper, dude.
That was it.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah.
Okay. There it is. Just the tip. I promise next week we'll have the bumper. Something happened with my Facebook while I was in the hospital. And they somehow everything I had been working on, they totally destroyed it. And everything was gone. So, yeah, everything was gone.
Cruise ship ice cream without Jimmy's.
Exactly.
There.
And don't call them sprinkles, especially if I'm standing near you, because I will promise I won't get angry at you, but I'll be like, they're called Jimmy's.
Okay, we have a new nickname for Jimmy. Sprinkles.
Oh, golly. Here we go. Hello, Sprinkles.
Hi,
Come
Sprinkles.
on. We're going on a cruise, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I got the voice for that. We're going on a cruise, everybody. Let's do it. Yeah,
oh, no. Look what Bama said. A bad crawfish will get you. Did you eat a straight one, Bama? He said he's been in the bathroom all night.
Right? Oh, good gracious. Yep, definitely. Booze cruises out of the UK. Not for me.
Yeah, it was a 2-day cruise with no destination. They just go out and sail around the water and then go back to the UK. So
is that what that was? That MSC cruise, or just a booze cruise?
They call it,
and that's what happens. Yeah, the alcohol. I'm sure somebody was overserved.
It was a stag party, like a bachelor party.
So yeah. See, there's the rest of the story.
Yeah.
But there you go. Granny says, Jimmy will bless your heart if you say sprinkles.
Bless your heart. Oh, yeah.
Aaron says, possible tip. Right? Looking for action from upside down pineapple cruises. Beware, you may just be stepping in between a couple who were in the middle of a fuss when boarding the ship. Yeah, Carnival don't want you putting that. You can't decorate even inside your room, Eddie said. They took all this stuff down. I think they sent Jeremy and Cheryl a letter and said, hey, sorry, but we took all your stuff down. So don't put it back up. It's against our policy now. What's going on with the Carnival? Do you guys think they're going to the dogs? I mean, they're changing a bunch of stuff. And
nah.
Denise says, nah.
No, No
I'll let you
different.
know
I
in a
don't-
month after I get off
It's,
of World
it's a
America.
reflection of the whole world that we're living in these days. Everybody's on
Right.
edge. Everybody's, strung out. Everybody's offended, and yeah, it just carries
Can't we all
over.
just get along? It's like Scott said, isn't, or someone said something about Jimmy's being racist, and that's really not the case. And we found that out. People are just too sensitive. Grow some skin, man. Get some leather skin. You'd never make it in the fire service. Honestly,
Or the medical
even your
field.
mother, even your mother's off the table when it comes to the fire service. Everything goes, man. Everything goes. So, although we try not to go there, but yeah, you got to have leather skin. I mean, come on, people. Life is short. Let's have fun. Be nice. Be nice
We
to
only live
people.
once. We're on vacation. You're not at home. You're not
Yeah.
cooking. You're not cleaning. Which, granted, you may have your Rugrats with you, which will stress you out. But for the most part, come on, just enjoy the ride, man.
Exactly.
Get your pina colada and kick back.
Canadian Family Life is here. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. We got 14 in the house. Don't forget to hit that like button, share us out. And if you're not subscribed to our channels, please subscribe. And channel surfing is encouraged. Go over to Denise's channel, over to Scott's, and make sure you show the love to them. And if you're lurking is encouraged too. Just make sure that you hit that like button for all of us. All right, let's see. I'm trying to stick to the schedule because we've added a few things in. So let's do this.
This Week in History.
This Week in History is brought to you by Thirsty Thursday Trivia every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join Denise and Scott, Captain Controversy himself, for an hour of more of fun, trivia, games, prizes. You get yourself in the blender, and you can win some cool stuff. And yep, there it is right there. And have yourself a libation if that's what you want to do, because I know the hosts do. They certainly do.
Right.
I started out with Scott doing Thirsty Thursday trivia before I got sick, and yeah, it's a good time. So make sure that you guys join Denise and Scott every Thursday for Thirsty Thursday trivia. All right, let's turn the hands of the Wayback Machine on this date, May 9th. What happened through history? In the year 1800, American abolitionist John Brown, who led an assault in 1859 on the federal arsenal at Harper's Ferry, Virginia. That was the main precipitating incident of the Civil War. He was born in Torrington, Connecticut. In 1860, dramatist J.M. Barrie, best known for Peter Pan, the title character of which is an eternal boy, was born in Kirriemuir, Angus, Scotland. In 1918, American television interviewer and reporter Mike Wallace, who while on the show 60 Minutes became known for his aggressive and bruising style, was born. Happy birthday to him. In 1936, 7 months after invading Ethiopia and driving Emperor Haile Selassie into exile, Italy annexed Ethiopia as part of the Italian East Africa. In 1939, American track and field athlete Ralph Boston, the first man to jump more than 27 feet, 8.23 meters, was born in Laurel, Mississippi. Happy birthday to him. In 1958, Alfred Hitchcock's psychological thriller Vertigo, starring James Stewart and Kim Novak, premiered in San Francisco and became widely regarded as one of the greatest movies ever. Hitchcock, one of the greatest directors of our time, for sure. So, in 1960, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration approved the first birth control pill, changing history there for sure, and changing for people. No more rhythm method after that. So there you go. Or the nasty prophylactics. In 1974, the U.S. House Judiciary Committee began formal hearings in the impeachment investigation of Tricky Dick, President Richard M. Nixon. I'm not a thief. In 1980, that's right. In 1980, horror film classic Friday the 13th, about summer camp counselors being hunted by a masked killer, was released in theaters. and its huge success led to a popular franchise. Yeah, what is it, like 27 of them now? Friday the 13th, 52. He's digging up the camp counselors and murdering them again. Anyway, in the year 2020, American singer and pianist, that's pianist, somebody who plays the piano, Little Richard, whose hit songs of the mid-50s were defining moments in the development of rock and roll. He died at the age of 87. And then on this day, the featured event, in 1502, master navigator and admiral Christopher Columbus, long considered the discoverer of the New World, set sail for Cadiz, Spain. I'm sure I said that wrong. There's a banana. On his fourth and final voyage, hoping to find a passage to Asia. Howard Carter, British archaeologist, he's the one who supposedly discovered Tutankhamun's burial place and tomb. He was born May 9th, 1874, and he died March 2nd, 1939, at the age of 64. Supposedly, he cut himself shaving, and he got an infection, and that is what did him in. Some people say it was the curse of Tutankhamun's tomb, but there you go.
This Week in History.
So there you go. That's all we have for our planned stuff. It is free for all Friday. Anybody got anything they want to talk about, they want to bring up? Anything?
Well, if anybody is around tonight, get your balls ready because we are playing a little bingo tonight. So,
ooh,
yeah,
my balls are always ready for bingo.
Great. Come on. And Greg and Michelle and myself, Greg and Michelle from Cruise Life TV and myself, we're going to be playing a little bingo live tonight at our match game live time. So I will be in the Sea Wave Lounge hanging out with you guys. And we're going to try something new since we are not doing the match game tonight, but we are doing something in place of it. So, yeah.
Right on. Hey, what'd you think of One Man's Opinion? Is that something we should continue to bring back?
I loved it.
All righty, that's something we'll keep doing then.
And
Aaron,
starting with the hot dog and the sausage too, Jimmy. I really appreciate you starting with the sausage.
I'm sure Chris would appreciate it if he was awake.
Oh, I'm sending it to him. Believe me.
Right? I saw you recording it. So, who me? Little old me?
I'm recording it.
Sweetie.
Question: Am I fat? Woman answers no. You're beautiful. Men's answer: bruh. I know 5 fat people, and you're 4 of them. I love it. Oh, Aaron, that is gold. I love that. Oh, goodness. Friday the 13th, live on ice. You're on a roll today, but I love it. Yeah. That's right. At Madison Square Garden for 1 weekend only. It's Friday the 13th on ice. That's right. All your favorite characters, they're jigging up the dead counselors and bringing up new ones. Anyway, there you go. Just had to Google what the upside down pineapple was about. Really, buddy? I guess there's a restaurant in my town where the signal is that the guy wears a turtleneck.
If it's hot weather, is it just diggy?
What'd you call me? On this day in 1869, Pete says the U.S. Transcontinental Railroad was completed. Hey, that's pretty cool. I didn't realize that. Yeah, that changed a lot for this country and for people because before then they were traveling by wagon train to go from the east out to the west. It would take months, and a lot of those people never made it. The Donner Party was one of them, if you're familiar with that. Craziness there, but those people, if you're not familiar with the Donner Party, you should look that up. I'm not going to go into the details, but
no.
All right, Joe, you have a good night, buddy. Thank you for joining us. Shannon is in from Shanster Travels. Happy Friday to you, my friend. It's good to see you. She's a good friend of the channel, and she did. Shannon co-hosted with me one time last year. I'd love to have you come up on another one. Maybe when I do when I get back out of the hospital and I start doing Hump Day Cocktail Hour, we can have some drinks on a Wednesday night and bring that back. I'm going to try to find a way where I can do it via satellite from Tiki Jim's Dockside Tiki Bar.
Tiki Jim.
Tiki Jim's. Yeah. Y'all have a great weekend. Just seen you online and wanted to pop in. Well, we appreciate that. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. Where else can we talk about buns and weenies, right, John?
Friday night on the match.
Yeah,
Friday nights.
right.
There's also another place you can do that.
I was going to say, usually Friday nights, we try to keep this because it's kind of family hour. The kids are getting ready for
This
school.
isn't the after dark times.
Yeah, we try to keep it under wraps. Sometimes we get on a little tangent, which is okay. It's
But
PG.
that game is a little bit later for John, so he's normally asleep. So we know he is our morning mitigator. So
Absolutely. And John is one of the best moderators we have. He's been with me from the beginning, and he is a brother of mine for sure, another firefighter, and I love him dearly. So, John,
have you
we
met John in
appreciate it.
person?
No, not yet, but I will at some point. Hey, you smell great. Can I take a bite? Buddy says, Jimmy, you're looking great, man. Keep that PMA. I hope you
Yes, you are.
all have a good day. Thanks, Buddy. If you guys haven't gone over to Buddy Big's Adventures, Buddy, he's another neighbor of mine from down south in the socialist state of Massachusetts. But Buddy's got his hands on a little bit of everything. He's doing he does some fishing. He does some metal detecting and treasure hunting. He's into doing some panning for gold and things like that. He's got a nice eclectic channel and he's awesome. He goes live a few times a week. So it's usually mid-morning, early afternoon. So if you get a chance to see Buddy, go over there and say hi and tell him that the Morning Cup of Joe crew sent you over. Fuzzy Adventures and more is here.
It's been since I actually met Buddy through you. And you introduced me to Buddy, but it's actually been really nice to go on over to Buddy's, and I've been over there a bunch of times, and just watching his channel grow from when I originally started watching him to now. I mean, you go on Buddy's lives, he's got 20, 30 people in there, and he's in his shed talking, and it's amazing, and everybody's engaging. Right? And I'm just saying, just from watching from the first live that you introduced me to Jimmy, I think we went over there, and I kind of went over and I was like, this guy's great. And now just seeing him pump 30, 40 people. I mean, it's Buddy, hats off, my friend.
Buddy's doing great. And he has great guests on his show. He does giveaways. They give away coins. And I think the other day they were giving away a gold nugget or something like that. So you can win some cool prizes over there as well. So I'm not a sponsor or anything of Buddy Biggs. He's just a YouTube friend of mine, and he's part of the family, and we appreciate him and love him. So, and there he is, PMS.
That was an accident.
and then he corrected himself, PMA. Yeah. Positive mental syndrome. I'll never forget my daughter learning about the Donner Party. She was fascinated with how they survived using delicate words. Absolutely. Like I said, if you're not familiar with the Donner Party and you're interested in American history, I would suggest go over and read about them. It's a tragic story, really. So, Aaron says Tiki Jim sounds like an establishment somewhere along the, dare we say, Gulf Coast. I think there's a store or something called Tiki Jim's where they sell all kinds of like tropical stuff. But my wife is the one that actually named the Tiki Bar. So Tiki Jim's it is, and it stuck. So it's called Tiki Jim's Dockside because it's out on the deck, and we pretend that off the deck is the water and boats are coming up. And the more you drink, the more real it becomes. So
does this establishment have food too?
Oh yeah. Well, we got grills out there, and you can have hot dogs sometimes. If you come early enough, you'll get one with a bun.
I was going to say, you can have those 2 extras. Wrinkled black ones on the grill.
In a couple minutes, we're a couple minutes, we're going to go over to Eddie Lugo's, and Eddie Lugo will be live in a little bit. He usually comes up. Well, he's been coming up earlier and earlier, around 7 now. It used to be 7:15 and then 7:12, but you never know with Eduardo. He just comes up when he comes up. But Eddie's a great guy. And
question.
What's that?
If you have 10 people at Tiki Gyms, and you have a pack of hot dogs and you have a pack of buns, do you just draw the short straw to? Oh, I shouldn't have done that online. Do you just draw the short straw to pick who gets the weenie naked and who gets it in a bun?
Keep that up on the straw. Keep that up on the straw. Is not going to be short, if you know what I'm saying.
I was like, I can't believe I just did that.
That's something that we need to have the screen grab.
Watch my
right
hand
there.
motions here.
So what you do is the last 2 people that came out of the 10, sorry, you're getting a bunless weenie. That's what you're getting. Or bring your own bun. Maybe it's BYOB. Bring your own bun.
Call it a keto hot dog.
Keto hot dogs? Do they?
Keto hot dogs. They don't have the buns. It's just the meat.
Oh, gotcha. I was going to say, aren't they keto anyway? But yeah, without the bun, it's keto, no carbs. Although some of those have fillers. You know what? Speaking of hot dogs, the ones that I really like are the natural casing ones.
Oh, yes.
We call them snappy dogs.
Yep.
Because, they snap when you bite them.
Okay, I'll get my notebook out so I can write down all this stuff today. We've had
Jimmy's, snappy dogs, natural casing dogs. They're snappy dogs. Yep. They're my favorite. There's those red colored ones that do you have them down south, Denise? The hot dogs that are red colored. A lot of people get those. I don't like it just because I'm not sure what makes them red. So I don't want to eat that. But yeah, natural casing dogs are my favorite. Yeah, they're my favorite. Let's see. Aaron says, I've heard.
I think the Nathan's hot dogs are natural cased.
I think you're right. Yeah, there's Kayam's, I think, are natural, and
Kayam's,
there's a company up here called Sconlins, I think. They're made in Massachusetts, and they're natural casing as well. Heard the Donner Party served as a distant early warning of the danger of using tin solder to seal the food cans. I know that one of the Arctic expeditions up they got stranded up there. I forget which group it was, but they got stranded and they were trying to survive through the winter. And they had all these canned goods back then. They would seal the cans with solder, and you know what lead does to you. They went nuts and they killed each other, and some of them just died from lead poisoning. So makes you go crazy. Yeah. Makes you go crazy. You came late. No bun for your wiener.
I love that picture of John and Jody.
Yeah. No bun for you.
No bun for you.
FCFS, bring your own bun. Keto. Come for a dog, get alphabet soup. All right. All right, we're going to head over. Wait, let's see. We're not done yet. Scott, what do you got coming up? Tell us again what you got coming up tonight and anything for the weekend.
Yes. Okay. So tonight we will have 8 p.m. EST live bingo tonight with Cruise Life TV, Greg and Michelle and myself. Lord willing that the whole bingo system works, because this is brand new for me. But if it doesn't work, I have Mad Libs in the back wing, and we also have What the Blank. So we will definitely be entertaining for an hour, and we don't have to rely too much on trivia systems that don't seem to work.
Yeah.
If you were there last night, you know.
Yeah, we had technical difficulties last night.
It's okay. Stuff happens, right, Scott? We've been there before, and we adapt and overcome. So,
and then Saturday morning tomorrow, I will be here with my podcast. I know it's been like a month, and every week I say I'm going to do it, and I cancel it, but I will not cancel tomorrow. I promise. I will be right here with you guys at 10 a.m. EST with just me for a half an hour about cruising. So we'll talk about some cruise stories, and that's it for me.
Right on. Denise, what do you got going on this weekend? Anything good?
no, nothing exciting working this weekend. Oddly enough, Dwayne is working tonight, so he'll be home all day and not able to sleep because he's not used to it. He's already awake, for no
I was going to
reason.
say that's rare for him, right, to work at night.
Yeah, they're doing punch outs on the interstate, so he has to be there. So
Yeah,
anyway.
yep. Well, hopefully
But
he's getting the differential in pay and all that too. So
no, they don't get that. Mm-mm.
What?
Nope, straight time.
That's
Just
highway robbery. See what I did there? Highway robbery. Get it? Yeah, never mind. All right. Anyway, what do I got coming up this weekend? Nothing. I'm expecting some packages. I ordered a nightstand for my bedroom here, so that's supposed to come in today. So I'm sure I'll be assembling that. But just chilling out. They changed the day of my admittance into the hospital a day early. I found that out yesterday. So instead of the 23rd, I'll be going in the 22nd, getting my Hickman, and then the next day they'll start the 5 days of chemo. So again, not looking forward to it, but I really just want to get in there and get it over with so we can kick this stuff and move on, and I can hit the road and start visiting all of you and start traveling.
Hit the road, Jimmy.
And I'll have a date for my first cruise. It may hopefully will be for the Valentine cruise in 27. So
that would be great.
Yeah. So not sure. Of course we don't want to book anything yet because we just don't know. So but really looking forward to that. So all right, so guys, we're gonna head over to see Eddie Lugo in a few minutes, and that's gonna do it for us. Scott, what do we say?
Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. We'll do it all over again Monday morning, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
There you go. You got it out, brother. You got it out. All right, guys. My name is Jimmy. I'm Astute Tourist on behalf of Denise and Scott. Thank you guys for coming in. I hope you have a great weekend. Peace and love. We will, if this works.